Welcome, everybody. This is Chaotic Good Improv with Comedy One-Shots here, bringing you live, hopefully funny entertainment on this Saturday evening. So we are so excited that you have chosen to spend the next hour or so with us. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our cast here. We have Melanie. Yay. We have Elise. Patrick. And last but not least, we have Noah. Who is also joining us today. And I'm Katie.
Yeah.
So again, thank you. Thank you for being with us this evening. And of course, as always, we have our host, Chad, who is making everything happen. So he's going to be keeping an eye on the chat tonight. And if you have not been with us before, this is your first time ever, you are in for a treat. We are performing short form comedy games tonight. So we're going to be asking for a lot of questions from you guys, for a lot of suggestions from you guys to inform what we are doing. Everything that you see here tonight is going to be made up completely on the spot. We have no idea what we are doing. So there will never, ever be a show exactly like this one ever again. So thanks for being here for this one-of-a-kind kind of thing going on tonight. Chad, any announcements or anything we need to say before we get started?
Oh, absolutely. And thank you again, Katie, for that wonderful introduction. Folks, as Katie said, you'll be making up a lot of the show tonight and everything, so keep those suggestions rolling whenever we ask for them, because even if we don't get to your suggestion in one particular scene, there's a very good chance it will come back later. But once again, welcome. Thank you for being here with us. And before we even get started tonight, if you want to go ahead and just let your friends know that, hey, there are some weirdos out here, they're making funnies that they have no idea what they're going to be doing. If that sounds like a good time to your friends, enemies, or people that you just randomly met on the street today, go ahead and let them know that we're doing this. Forward the link to this and everything to them. Follow us on social media and what have you, and we would really appreciate that. That is the one thing that helps us do this every week, is knowing that we are out there making folks happy and making them laugh, and Lord knows we need it. But real quick, another way that people like to support us, and this is something that a lot of people have been wanting to do since the beginning, and we really do appreciate it. Yep, Micro Wizard. Yeah, you see where I'm coming from on that. There have been some people who support us financially, and we are viewer supported, and we really, really, really do appreciate that. If you would like to count yourself among the ranks of those supporters, head on over to twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov, where you can support us through our primary methods, which are Twitch subscriptions and bit cheers. Twitch subscriptions can be at no additional cost to yourself if you have an Amazon Prime account. If you have Amazon Prime, you can do a Twitch Prime subscription. Doesn't cost you anything else other than, of course, your Amazon Prime subscription, which you're already paying for, and that helps, keep us loud live and bring the funny to you. So if you would like to support us in that way, that's fine. If you would like to support us directly, we do have options for that. PayPal.me/chaoticgoodimprov. We appreciate the folks who have done that as well. And also, if you would like to get some snazzy merch, we do have a merch store at chaoticgoodimprov.com, and check out the store. I am wearing a shirt that is backwards, but don't worry, it looks frontwards if you see me in real life, because Zoom is weird. But my shirt says, can I get a suggestion for a phrase or slogan that you might find on a t-shirt? And that is something that you might actually hear as a suggestion prompt tonight. Who knows? But yeah, we can get this. You can get shirts. You can get onesies. You can get hoodies. Don't tell anybody, but we kind of invented clothes. We're kind of a big deal. Also, I make stuff up for a living, so how about that? But yeah, so take that for what it's worth. But yeah, go over to chaoticgoodimprov.com, check out our store, get some merch. You'll look really snazzy, and you'll promote us doing it. Won't that be cool? One last thing. You guys are going to be providing suggestions for tonight's scenes. But, even though a show like this will never appear again, we do like to keep archives to go back and look at if you ever need a laugh. And most of those are on YouTube. We have some of them on Twitch. But we like to title those particular episodes with audience suggestions. So, here's how this is going to work. If you hear any of our cast say something extremely funny tonight, if a line just really pops out at you, or if you see a common theme happening tonight that you want to call our attention to, go ahead and let me know in the chat. I'll be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat. Let me know the title of the show that you think would make a great title for the show. Again, any line, any theme, anything that just sounds really funny, that would be a title of the show. So go ahead and get your mind settled on that, as well as the rest of the improv. Oh, Jana Fidget's Comedy Girly, thank you so much for your bit cheer so far. We really appreciate that. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch as well, if you haven't. It's free, and it lets you know whenever we're live. Okay, I have run through a whole bunch of announcements in pretty much record time, if I do say so myself, so I'm going to toss it back to Katie to actually get the funny started. So, Katie, back over to you.
Thank you so much, Chad, for all of those announcements. So we are going to go ahead and get started with our first game, which is a game called Change. And in this game, what I'm going to need from the audience is a suggestion for a non-geographic location. So if you guys can give me a non-geographic location. This is a game for Melanie and Noah. And this is a game, like I said, called Change. So what we're going to do is they are going to build a scene based on your suggestion. And at any point, I can call Change. And the last person to speak will have to come up with a new line until I am satisfied with it. And when I am, I will allow them to proceed. So this is a game called Change, again, for Noah and Melanie. And Chad, how are we doing on suggestions?
Oh, interesting. I don't think we've done this. We have a laboratory as a suggestion.
A laboratory. That's good. That's a non-geographic location. All right. So this is Change for Melanie and Noah. Laboratory in 3, 2, and 1.
Doctor?
Yes.
Yes, Doctor, when are we going to be done with this, this procedure?
Oh, well, the procedure has barely begun. I have just lit the flames. Once the liquid becomes hot and, molten, then the experiment will begin. You don't mind hot temperatures, yes?
No, well, Dr. Kindergarten, I can't say that I mind. It's really more of just that, it's why am I strapped to the table, I guess, if it's an experiment, an ethical one?
Change.
I guess my question is, why is there a crocodile swimming in a vat of acid underneath me? I don't quite understand that part of the experiment.
That is interesting, because it was not a crocodile when we started, it was a cat. And you, sir, shall suffer the same fate. Now, first of all, we must... You, sir, are going to get a waxing first.
I guess I don't remember that part in the waiver. Can I see the waiver that I signed? I signed a waiver, Dr. Kindergarten.
Change action.
There you go.
I can't really see
your
that.
Signature.
I am chained to the table. If you could... Yeah, I get...
There's your waiver. It has, I believe that is your signature. You put an X and a Y.
That is my signature. I guess I'm looking for the clause where it says you can wax me. Because
I can show you the clause. The alligator has a clause.
Okay.
Change.
What?
I can show you the clause. I haven't had a manicure in 10 years.
Change.
can show you the claws. I have one more cat left in the lab. She has been declawed. Damn it.
Thank goodness, because that wasn't the kind of claws I was talking about in the first place, Dr. Kindergarten. You really do read at the level that your name indicates.
Meow. Listen, you are here because I saw you on the street and I thought he would be a perfect specimen for this experiment.
Whoa. I'm here. That might be why you brought me here. I'm here because you said, hey, man, want to make $100? And I needed $100.
Change.
I'm here because you said, hey, man, do you like hot dogs? There's a lot of hot dogs in that castle. And I was hungry. So I went in the castle and now here I am, chained up. Okay? So maybe you brought me because I was a good specimen, but I'm here for a hot dog. So you can do whatever you want. I demand a hot dog at some point here.
Oh, you will get a hot dog.
Okay.
Because I need to fatten you up.
Change.
Oh, you will get a hot dog because I am not allowed to watch the nasty channels and I want to see what you do to it.
Change.
Oh, you will get a hot dog, but it will be a vegan, gluten-free hot dog because I do
That's
have
fine. I'm fighting for a more ethical planet.
There you go.
Scene. All right. Well, bravo.
I didn't keep track of the accents. I think there were 3 or 4, but I just took the change as the, accent.
I'm pretty sure I do that in every single scene that I do in accents. I start Southern, I go British, I end up Japanese for some reason. Who knows?
Sure.
Yeah.
No worries.
It's okay. All right, so our next game, I'm going to need a lot of suggestions for this. It's a game called Switch, and we're going to have 4 games, 4 scenes kind of juggling around simultaneously. So I'm going to need 4 suggestions. That means I need a bunch of more. I'll need a bunch of more than just 4. So just a location, something you find in a junk drawer, a word, a verb, noun, it doesn't matter, proper noun, location, relationship. Just start throwing all kinds of things in the chat because Chad likes to tickle his fancy by choosing the ones that tickle said fancy. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to have the 4 of these guys paired off in scenes, and they will each have a suggestion for their scene, and I can swap up the scenes anytime I feel like it by just calling out the suggestion. So, Chad, are we getting some ideas in the chat? Or do I need to come feed hot dogs to them all?
I need to compliment you. Your Northeast Ukrainian is just spot on. I mean, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it better myself, honestly. All right,
I feel like I'm on the Crimean Peninsula right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that would be Russian now, right? Anyway, so first of all, we have a suggestion for a sewer rat.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Oh, sewer rate. Okay. Sewer rat?
Yeah, the sewer rate is lower at nighttime. All right. Let's see.
Refinance now with a sewer rate.
We have a ginger ale as another suggestion.
Ginger
Delicious.
ale.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We have a shopping bag.
Okay, I love it. People are just looking around their floor like, what do I got here? Shopping bag.
Okay, this is the most...
One more.
Okay, this is the most specific suggestion I've ever gotten, but Texas high school football game.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
That's for
Okay.
Noah and Elise, 2 notorious
Okay.
sports nuts.
Yeah, this should be so good
Yeah.
already.
It's
All right,
gonna be
so
what
let me...
football is gonna be about.
Well, it's Texas.
Yep.
All right, so let's just run through. Scene number 1 is...
Sewer rats.
Sewer rat.
Scene number 2.
Ginger ale.
Trail.
Scene number 3.
Shopping bag.
Shopping bag.
Try to be a little more excited about that, Noah. And scene
Shopping
number
bag,
4,
whatever. This audience
Texas
sucks.
high school football game.
Texas high school.
Okay.
So here you go. Let me change my background and extricate myself. Oh,
no.
crap. Did I...
Oh, no. No, let me...
I'm back. Am I back? Am I back?
Ruin the show.
Do you need a second?
There we go.
Okay, am I back?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm back. So this is Switch in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Abby, we have to talk about this. No, look, Abby, I think that this cosplay has gone a little too far. And Abby, look, even the dog thinks you're being weird, Abby. Like, even the dog doesn't understand why you have been in costume for like 2 months now. Like,
I'm trying to embody the pizza rat. You know this.
I understand that you're trying to embody the pizza rat. We have gone over this a couple of times. It's a why we know that the delivery guy from Domino's by name now. Okay, see, but the dog is confused because you keep sharing the pizza with the dog, and now the dog has a continually upset stomach because he is also eating the pizza, which is a problem, Abby, because you know who has to clean it up? Me.
Okay. Jennifer.
Okay.
Fine. I will give up on my dreams. I will just be regular Abby, not the pizza rat.
Ginger ale.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, so there was a little bit of a mix-up. The liquor store didn't take my fake ID. But don't worry. Okay, I still got all the stuff we need for the party. Okay, I got cups. I got some root beer and some ginger ale too. So like, we have the alcohol covered.
Chase, I know you're like 17 and everything, but I feel like maybe you don't understand what alcohol is.
Yeah, you said like take the fake ID, go to the store and buy some beer, and they didn't have it. They didn't have it there. I couldn't buy it there, so I went to the gas station and I bought some Barks root beer.
Okay. Here's the thing. I know, like, I'm only a sophomore, okay? But I'm trying to climb the social ladder. And me throwing a party with my brother is already lame, Chase. And it's about to be lamer.
Shopping bag.
You find everything all right today, Mrs. Carlton? Boop.
Actually, I was trying to find peppermint patties. I didn't see that you had any of those. I'm not trying to hold up the line here or anything like that, but I'll be honest, I'm not leaving without those.
Oh, well, Mrs. Carlton, we sold out of peppermint patties over the holiday. They come in high demand during Christmas, you know. Boop.
Oh, okay. Well, do you know when you're going to have some more come in?
Oh, we have the truck come and unload more peppermint patties every Wednesday. Seeing as today's Tuesday, if you come here bright and early tomorrow morning, I reckon you can get as many peppermint patties as your hand can hold. Boop.
You know, I don't think it's entirely necessary for me to come back. How about you say I'll just wait here until the truck rolls in.
Texas high school football game.
Toby, I just want to thank you so much for asking me to be your homecoming date.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about I'm so excited about halftime. I just feel like we are absolutely going to be king and queen, Toby.
Yep, that sounds about right. Thank you very much for being my date here, Rosalind. All right. You got any more chewing tobacco for me, like I have?
Well, Toby, I just feel like I wanted to ask you if maybe you could just hold off on not chewing tobacco, just like while we're on the field, because like I'm pretty sure that we're not allowed. You wouldn't be allowed to spit on the field like during homecoming court.
Rosamond, do you know where we are right now? We're in Texas, baby.
Yeah, I know where we are. I live here.
If you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20 in Texas, you better have a chewing tobacco problem, or you ain't really from Texas.
Ginger ale.
Okay, so I think I figured out how we can make our party super awesome. Okay, I went back to the store and I bought some Coke.
Oh my God, Chase!
Do you think 2 liters is enough for the party?
Shopping bag.
I'll ask you one more time. Do you want paper or plastic, Mrs. Carlton? All right?
I'm sorry, you're saying paper or plastic. I've told you several times I would like to pay by check. Okay, I don't have cash. I don't have any credit cards on me. All I have is my checkbook, and I insist it is my constitutional right that I be allowed to pay with a check.
Mrs. Carlton.
Sewer rat.
Okay, I think that you already told me that you were going to give up on your dreams, and now we're back. I'm like, I understand that I came home early today. I just thought that we were over this. I just thought that we were doing this anymore, Abby.
Jennifer, no, I can't give up on my dreams. I just tried to hide it from you, but you came home early. God.
I think what I don't understand is, where do you think this is going? Like, what is
Texas high school football game?
Look, Toby, I think that it is really admirable of you to be following along with everybody else that also has a chewing tobacco problem. But I was just wondering if maybe you would mind, like, okay. I was just wondering if maybe you could, like, take it easy, because it's homecoming, and frankly, Toby, it is a little hard to kiss you when the spit. It's just, there's a lot happening. There's just a lot happening, Toby.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, sweetheart? This is just a Texas lifestyle. I don't know what you're even talking about, baby. This is how all Texans live. Are you not a real Texan? Are you ashamed of your heritage here in Texas?
Toby, I feel like I have to tell you something.
Sure.
I'm actually from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
And scene. Oh, I'm so grossed out.
All right. So on that note, our next game is a game called Old Job, New Job.
Oh,
so what we are going to need from you guys in the audience are some suggestions for careers or jobs that you might have. So go ahead and throw those into the chat. And while we were doing that, I will explain the game. So this is a game for Patrick and Melanie. And Melanie, how about if you are going through a career change? And so Chad, do we have any suggestions for her?
There's the mute button. Okay. Yeah, they're still coming in very, very slowly, but yeah, be sure, and if you're watching on Facebook as well, I can see that too. So go ahead, wherever you're at, just start blasting the suggestions out there, and we will take a couple.
See you.
And hopefully this scene will come up to snuff as compared to the last one.
Chad.
It's a tobacco joke. Anyway. All right, let's see what we got.
All right, so this game, Old Job, New Job, Melanie she has recently been through a career change. You guys are going to let us know what that change was. And so her old job, the problem is she was working in it for a while, and so some of her old habits have carried over into this new job, which is going to affect her as she and Patrick create a scene together. How are we doing on suggestions, Chad?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. I tell you what, we have a radio DJ.
Okay.
And a psychic.
All right. So how about Melanie? You used to be a psychic, and now you are a radio DJ.
All right.
And Chad, do we have a suggestion from before that you liked but we didn't get to use as a suggestion for this scene?
Subway.
All right. So this scene is Old Job, New Job with Patrick and Melanie in 3, 2, and 1.
You're on with Mike and Angie in the morning. Angie, how are you this morning?
I am fantastic, Mike. I got to tell you, thanks to the good people at Subway, I just enjoyed a beautiful, beautiful lunch. Yes. And I actually I knew that was coming today. I just thought I could go for a Subway sandwich, and there you go.
What a world! You just summoned it right to you.
No.
Now, Angie, I hear a lot of complaints at Subway. All right. Now, I want to hear. Walk me through your process of ordering. So when you get in there, what's the first thing you do when you walk into the Subway there? Why don't you walk through that little situation there?
Well, I just, I always love to educate our listeners here on some little tricks of the trade. What I like to do, and it's funny that you should ask because I kind of feel like what you really need to know is if I'm single, and it's okay to ask me that. I'm a little concerned about your issues with your mom. Mike, I don't know if you ever told me that happened to you. Do you want to share with our listeners? That's traumatic.
No, I was.
Ladies and gentlemen, listeners, you can't see the sweat that's coming off of poor Mike right now. It's really horrible. Have you seen the movie Airplane? Yeah, kind of like that.
Listen, Angie. I don't know what you heard or who you heard it from, but I would very much like. Not talking about this at work because that could, implicate me in a number of felonies. And
I understand. Listen, and I sometimes we overshare here because Mike and I have been teammates in the studio for a long time, but I got to tell you, I heard it from your mother. I lit a candle and there she was, and it concerned me because I was
talk. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. I saw my zodiac sign today. Zodiacs are crazy, right? It's I would get bad.
Yeah.
Bad news.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable, Mike. You asked me about the Subway sandwiches. I'm sorry. I got off track because of your, history of being afraid of fingernails and all the other stuff that you've been. Oh, you didn't. What is it with fingernails?
Fingernails.
Your mom. Wait, hold up. Listeners, I'm sorry. This is real radio right here. I want you to turn it up. Because Mike is about to share something that his mother shared me over that candlelight moment about those fingernails. And I'm very, very, very concerned.
Well,
this is real news, ladies and gentlemen. Real news.
So I was a young boy working on a house. Houses are crazy. And I was hitting the hammer. And
it's okay.
I when you're hammering a nail, you hit your hand, but sometimes you don't actually hit your hand. You hit your mom on the head with a hammer. And,
your mother was bleeding when I saw her. Your mother, listeners, she had blood pouring down, kind of like his sweat, but just red blood. She was bleeding and she was crying.
At the hospital, they called her Bloody Mary. It was in really bad taste.
Your father was there too. Your father. Wait. Oh, listeners, this is an exclusive. The father was holding the hammer, and you are taking credit for something your father did.
But no, if the law finds out, then he'll go to jail, and he can't go to jail. I said I would take the rap for him.
We're going to cut now to some cool jazz, and I'm going to go ahead and call 911 and get Mike some help. Thank you so much, listeners. Peace out.
And scene. Whew, that was dark and twisted. All right. Well, thank you. Fun comedy. All right.
Really lighthearted stuff here on CGI.
Yeah. So our next scene is chaotic Zoom meeting. So Chad, I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away.
I gotcha. Okay, first of all, we're going to say bye to the cast because I'm going to mute them to where they can't hear me, we can't hear them, and the only people that you can hear is me. So say bye, cast. All right, so hold on real quick. There we go. Okay, everyone is now getting muted. They cannot hear us. The only people who can hear me is you. It's kind of like one of those things where, someone comes back because it's a ghost. It's really cool. Only I'm the ghost. Don't know what that says about me. Folks, we've had a lot of laughs, but right now we got to go to a meeting. And what I'm going to need from you is a series of jobs or a series of organizations that someone might belong to that they would want to hold a meeting. So just throw in jobs, organizations, kind of like we did earlier, but specifically things that would involve meetings or, positions in organizations, clubs, secret organizations, if you will, that would want to hold meetings. What's going to happen is I am going to take all of your suggestions and I'm going to assign them to different actors. So Noah, Elise, Patrick, and Melanie are all going to be representing different factions or different organizations or jobs as you suggest them. And what's going to happen is none of them are going to know who the other ones are representing. I'm going to secretly assign them in a secret chat. So, as I get your suggestions in, first of all, we have the Defense Department. Okay, nice and simple. I think that Melanie would actually be really good with the Department of Defense. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Whoops. Alright, if I can spell it correctly. Alright. Boom. Alright, so Melanie is going to be representing the United States Department of Defense. Let's see. High school cheerleaders. This is custom made for Noah. Noah will be part of the high school cheerleader team. So let me go ahead and put that in there. High school cheerleader squad. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see here. An MLM sourdough starter enthusiast. Oh my god, sourdough starter enthusiast. That is amazing. I am going to give that one to Elise. Alright, let's see, and finally for Patrick, we have, let's see here, oh my, these are all really good, actually, okay, for Patrick, we're gonna give him Mary Kay, so, because I saw an MLM, I saw Mary Kay, and I'm gonna combine those two, because they're essentially the same thing, Alright, cool. So, to recap, Melanie is going to be with the Department of Defense, Noah is going to be in the high school cheerleader squad, Elise is going to be in the sourdough starter enthusiast, and Patrick will be in Mary Kay sales. Okay, everyone got that? Cool. We're going to bring these guys back here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and get them in. Yeah. Alright guys, we're actually going to be coming back to you now, so everyone be on your best behaviors. I take you back in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, everyone, has everyone got their assignments?
Yes.
Then I call this chaotic Zoom meeting to order in 3, 2, 1, go.
MEETING! Let's start the meeting, everyone! Woo!
Oh my
That's
gosh!
great.
Thank you so much. That I felt that got us all pepped up this morning.
I know. I feel so enthusiastic.
I've been to completely overhauling my morning routine. So I start with that song every day, but then I also do a new aloe coconut face wash. It's really great. Really exfoliates your skin.
Woo!
Exactly.
Okay. Can I just say this is why our nation is in dire straits right now.
Give me a D. Give me a D.
I'll give you a D. I'll give you a D.
Give me an I.
Because
Give me an
we
R.
we don't have enough funding for D in this country.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I just think that it's not a funding thing because you can just, I think what the joy of this is that you can just make it at home, like there's no more need. Like once you have some simple ingredients, it's just like 3 simple ingredients that everybody has in their house. Like you don't need to be buying it anymore. And that's what's so wonderful about it is like, if you have a little patience, it's just like you can make it yourself and then you're not spending the money for it. And we don't need the extra funding, you know?
I don't have patience. I don't have patience, but I have some ingredients. Security.
Okay. No.
Tax dollars.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's the great thing about our company is actually because you will be reporting your own sales, you actually don't have to report any tax. And that's the great thing.
Taxes
is you don't even have to do anything at all. You don't even have to work. All you have to do is go and get your friends to sign up so that they can sell as well. And that's going to take care of your funding problem.
I really agree. I mean, you really don't have to work at this. Like, you just mix it up, you set it there, and then you leave it for like 2 weeks before it's even ready, you know? Like, you just like let it sit there, and it just needs to be like fed every once in a while. But like, you're not really doing any work. Like, it does the work for you. Nature does the work for you.
I understand. I don't know about nature, but I understand that I can spend $32 quadrillion and have a jet sit right there and do absolutely nothing. And I'm perfectly happy with that because that is what defends our nation.
Are you going to be mad that I can't spell quadrillion?
That is a great point, though. If you do get 1 quadrillion in sales per year, the company will actually buy you your very own pink jet. So people know that you are a hashtag boss babe and you are your own boss.
We can't have a no-fly zone with pink jets flying around. We're already a humiliation in the world because we don't properly.
Humiliation.
And scene.
Look,
Oh gosh.
Noah, I have a suspicion you may have been a cheerleader.
I was the high school.
I don't know what gave that away.
Yeah.
He was very special too.
I felt like you were like the Fed or something.
The Department of Defense.
Yeah.
Nice. Patrick must have been like an MLM, like a pyramid scheme.
Oh my God, he was. What is the pink though? What is that? Mary Kay.
Yeah.
Mary Kay.
Yeah.
And you were some kind of chef.
I was a sourdough starter enthusiast.
Yes.
I was gonna say I couldn't remember what it was that you mix the dough. So I was like, it's too like the ingredients are either like some sort of bread or pancakes. They said leave for 2 weeks, and I was like, what's the bread?
What's the bread? That was fun, guys.
It was fun. All right. Patrick, you can take this one, right?
Patrick is in this next one.
No, he's in it. So I'm
actually the only person that can't take this one. Me and Katie.
So I will go ahead and introduce this next game, right? That sounds easy.
Yeah.
I can handle this.
I'll do the next one. How about that?
Yeah, that's perfect. So this game, I just need one suggestion, and I just need someone's zodiac. Speaking of zodiac, which happened to our DJ, had some problem with zodiacs.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe not that one, but another one. And I'm going to find a nice website to read this horoscope because these two, Patrick and Katie, are going to do a scene based entirely on, or not, on the zodiac, the horoscope that I'm going to read based on the zodiac you give me. And I'm going to find an appropriate site because sometimes the word horoscope can take you places. All right. Do we have a suggestion for someone's zodiac sign?
Okay. Someone suggested that they had 2 zodiac signs, and I'm thinking that had to be the longest labor ever. So I'm gonna go with the one who suggested one, Leo. Let's do Leo. We haven't done Leo in a long time.
Leo. Okay, let's see. Today's free. Sorry about that, guys. Suddenly, every one of them is giving me pictures. I'm like, just give me a written horoscope for crying out loud. Leo, you said? All right, January 16th, 2021. Listen up, kiddos. Why are you putting things off? The time for procrastination is over, and the time to get going has almost passed. If you don't move forward, an important person might start to doubt that you know what you're doing. And even if that is true, you can't let them know it. It's time to use your bravado, add some of your best guessing, and just go for it. Pretend that you have total conviction in your decisions. If you have to fake your enthusiasm, go ahead and fake it. And here we go with Horoscope in 3, 2, and 1.
So, boss, I have the biggest idea. We are going to make a motorcycle with 4 wheels.
I love your enthusiasm, Connor. Truly, I do. My concern is that this is not a new idea.
Oh, no. It'll be totally revolutionary. Totally revolutionary, okay? So you know how, like, you're normally on a motorcycle, you know? You're leaning, all that stuff. You got your leather jacket on, looking all cool. Okay, what about that? But no more leaning because there's 4 wheels. And we put, like, a little roof over your head, you know? That'd be awesome. Like I think this could be the next big thing in transportation.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I think that this is a thing. Like, what kind of car do you drive, Connor? What kind of car?
Oh, a what now? A car? KAR?
Yeah. No. It's spelled with a C. But I saw you get out of your Carola this morning, Connor. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my Carola, yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I didn't know we were abbreviating it. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, but it's gonna be totally cool though, because it's still like a motorcycle, you know. Like we'll be like, this is the coolest motorcycle, you know. Because I mean, like, if you don't like that, I have other ideas. You know, I've been working really hard on this idea. I didn't just like walk in here and like just present the first thing that came to my mind.
Right. No, I understand, Connor. This is a great idea. My concern is that the people who made your Carola, they already had the idea. So if you wanna hit me with one of your other ideas, that'd be great.
Oh yeah. Let me just find my list here. Did you have any ideas? Because I mean, I definitely wasn't just banking on that one being the only one that we talk about.
Well, Connor,
how are you?
I am great, Connor. I'm doing well. I just gotta say, to be honest, this performance evaluation it's not going as well for you. Yeah.
What if we take my Carola idea and put it back on 1 wheel now? It's just 1 wheel. You're leaning all directions.
Okay.
And we take the motor off. You know, we take the motor off. You could like a bicycle for 1 wheel. That's what we can do. We can do a bicycle with 1 wheel. We'll call it a 1-wheeled bicycle.
Right. You're describing a unicycle now, right, Connor?
That's an even better name for it. Oh my God.
Connor. Okay, listen. You I thought did some great work here. Now I'm skeptical. But
I do on the Go-Gurt. Yeah, I thought it was weird for us to go to food sales, but we were like yogurt and tube. I was like, we'll call it yogurt on the go, and you were like, that's Go-Gurt, and I was like, that is Go-Gurt. Let's go.
Yeah, you are really good at coming up with ideas that other people came up with first.
Come right off the top of my head. Yeah, like it's like right.
Yeah, it's like all the TV you watch in the break room. Those commercials are really, really helping you out, aren't they?
Yeah. The short films, the 30-second short films. Yeah, those are crazy.
Listen, Connor. It's less about. Actually, it's all about this. You are not good at this job, man.
But I went to college for this. I have a degree in product design. Like, this is like what I studied for years to do, and like I'm supposed to be good at it.
Right. Yeah.
Was it all a lie?
Oh, okay. I feel like now we're crossing into existential crisis territory, and really, I feel like I got to get an HR rep if we're gonna start going through like all that. Ooh.
Would it be easier if you just like unhired me?
And
You know what?
Yes.
There's a word for that too.
Yes.
Funny story. I do have a degree in product design.
Side note. Little side note.
Oh man! All right, I've been in the last
it's fun.
1, 2, 3, 4 games, so I'm not going to be in this one. I'm just going to run it. In this next game is going to be for Elise and Katie, also with Noah and Melanie. And this is a game called Pillars. And in this game, what's going to happen is one of our actors, Katie's going to just forget the next word she was going to use, and she's going to need a little help. So she's going to raise her hand, and her pillar, Melanie, is going to give her the first word that comes off the top of her head. And to do this, I should have asked for a suggestion before I did all that because of the lag. So now what I'm going to do is ask Chad to scroll back up because I am not good at running games. And I was so excited too because I was like, you know what? I so rarely get to ask for like suggestions, and I just right off the top of my
What do you got?
that one. Cranium. Cranium.
Okay. Well, actually, first of all, since you said that you were in the last few games and you weren't in this one, let me just make 2 clicks, and you're in it now. I'm kidding. We're not doing that.
Oh, great.
Actor's nightmare.
Never tempt the tech guy.
One of my friends from college just texted me that last one hit a little too close to home because yeah. It's hard out there for a pimp. They made a song about that.
That's
all right.
Yeah. I think Shakespeare said that.
All right, what's our suggestion?
You think that was about you?
The suggestion is sommelier.
Sommelier. Okay.
Sommelier.
All right, so this is Pillars with Elise and Katie. So Noah will be Elise's pillar and Melanie will be Katie's pillar. That starts in 3, 2, and 1.
I have just really been enjoying your classes, and I just want to say thank you so much, Margaret, for your expertise. I just feel like I know so much more about
Cornbread
than I did before I came to this sommelier class. Like, I thought we were going to be learning about Pinot Noir, but it's cornbread, you know?
Well, Patricia, the secret to any good wine is the cornbread pairing. Really, if you are not having cornbread with your wine, you aren't living, obviously.
I totally get it now. It's just that, originally, and like every other class, it was always like the pairing was always like wine and
scallions.
Because the oniony flavor was like really supposed to like offset the palate. But the cornbread is like so much more like it's less, I don't know. I would say like the cornbread is less fireworks than the scallions. Like the scallions are really like poppy and the cornbread is a lot more like bland. So I get it. Thank you, Margaret.
Right. See, the thing is, I'm very innovative in my approach. You see, this level 1 class is cornbread and wine pairings. Level 2 is wine and
Sharpies.
Whoa.
You really got to know how to identify your wine glass as your own. And choosing the appropriate Sharpie is essential in that process.
I wasn't expecting that it was going to be just like signing glasses. I mean, I had to say that I thought that we were going to be doing
pitchforks
with the Sharpies, like I thought we were going to like have to have 3 Sharpies and like draw with the 3 Sharpies at once, like that's a difficult skill, but I totally get that it's really just about the technique and not the advancing.
Right. I love your enthusiasm. What you are describing is more of a level 4 type of thing. And see, what comes before that is where I teach you about the
rose bushes
as the necessary step in serving wine. If you aren't plucking your wine glass from a rose bush before you drink from it,
Right.
It's really not wine and cornbread now, is it?
I guess it's I guess it's not. I guess my question is, if you don't have rose bushes, where do you get your wine glass from? I mean, do you get it from
Coil.
Coil?
Yes. Yes. That new store that opened right next to the Walmart.
Okay.
They sell artificial rose bushes that you can pull a wine glass from.
Okay. Wow. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't know how the movies have gotten drinking wine so wrong, because, like, I don't think I have ever seen anybody pull a wine glass out of a rose bush in any movie ever. I just feel like that is such a
sneeze.
Such a sneeze, you know?
Right.
How gross.
Oh, well, I was going to say, exhilarating and unexpected, but
That's true.
gross is another word that you could use. My mom, she said that this was a bad career move, but she said a lot of things about massage as well, and so she was clearly wrong because massages are terrible. So,
On that note, because massages are terrible.
I'm not sure what do I do next.
Nailed it.
That's because it's level 4, Patrick.
Level 4.
Don't get ahead of yourself. All right. So our next game is a game called Chaotic Newsroom. And everyone else is going to be in this game, and I'm going to see if I can change my background. What I need from you guys in the audience watching at home, I need some suggestions for quirks that our various reporters might have. So if you guys can start throwing those into the chat. And then I also need an additional suggestion this evening for an unexpected ingredient that you would not typically find in a recipe. So if you guys can go ahead and put those in the chat, we are looking forward to this chaotic newsroom. Melanie?
Newsroom coming from the library today?
I realized that was a background I didn't have because I've not been the anchor. So here you go. That's okay.
That's fine. News from the library is really what we need in these times, I guess. All right. Chad, how are we doing on suggestions?
They're still trickling in a little bit. I did want to address, though, I'm a little disappointed, Katie, as someone who constantly has knots in my back. I'm surprised that you would display such misogyny in that last scene.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Also, shout out to Dustin, my massage therapist. Love you.
Okay. And shout out to whoever right now is deciding misogyny as our name title, because that's the title of our show.
I'm not worthy. Okay, someone who thinks they're the Antichrist.
Okay.
Specifically, a weatherman who is afraid of rain. Someone who thinks they're trapped in a TV. Someone who overshares personal details. Someone has an eye.
All right. That sounds like we got several to choose from. So, what is speaking to you, Elise?
I'm gonna go with trapped in a TV.
Okay, Elise is our chef who's trapped in a TV. Don't forget, we need a suggestion for an unusual ingredient that she's working with as well. Patrick.
I'll be honest. I heard the Antichrist and I stopped listening, so that's what I am.
Okay.
Because that's what I wanted to do.
All right, and how about you, Noah?
I'm trying to think. I kind of I heard Antichrist and I heard those two. And
God, they both want. How sad is that? How
So there was
frightening.
a weatherman who was afraid of rain was another one that I heard, which may be fitting for you and given your current background.
yeah, let's do it. I'm
Okay.
afraid of rain.
All right. So, Chad, how are we doing on that recipe or the ingredient?
I've actually had this before, and sure, why not? Fermented
That scares
fish.
me.
Fermented
Fermented
fish.
fish. Okay.
All right. Okay. So this is chaotic newsroom in 3, 2, and 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and apologize. We are on location today at what will be the new presidential library, not for the current president, for a future president. who reads books. So we're going to keep our voices down. There are people trying to read here. So I really want to, before we get to some of the hard-hitting news, I would really like to go to our we have a guest chef here today, and I just want to check in. She's going to be making something throughout the episode. I'm going to taste it toward the end. So I'd like to cut away to Chef Pavlova. How are you?
Oh my gosh! Hi!
Wow. Okay.
I am doing great. I am just doing great. I am so excited to be cooking for you guys today.
Well, we're excited to see what you are going to make. My understanding is that it is National Fig Newton Day.
It is. Today is National Fig Newton Day. And I have to tell you that the only things that I really have here are some stale Fig Newtons. And I also found this fermented fish. I'm not going to tell you whether or not it was actually canned or if it's just old. Either way, it is fine. And it's not like anybody can smell it because I'm just stuck in this box. Everything is fine.
Well, Pavlova, I'm going to come back, if you don't mind, in a bit and check out an update on your progress. Is that okay? Let you get to cooking, and then I'm going to go ahead and mute you. Okay. So now I'd like to go to our sportscaster, Kevin. You are in an empty stadium, which is such a testament to what is happening in the world right now. Can you please tell me what happened today?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was really hoping that we would have lots of souls here in the stadium later on today, but this freaking fake virus that definitely wasn't caused by my people. Listen, sorry, I feel like I can't talk in this thing. I got to take this thing off. I was really hoping that I could find a lot of people here today so I could spread any sort of what virus I might have. But listen, we'll get back to the game at hand. Tomorrow, I'm here at White Hart Lane for Tottenham Hotspurs. Tomorrow, taking on Manchester United. Go Red Devils, by the way. That's is their nickname. Now, I'm here. I love this game. Soccer is famously the Dark Lord's game. No Americans like it because they keep going to church. That's why soccer is getting more and more popular in America as church attendance goes down. So one day we'll rule, but that's not today. So now I did talk to the coach earlier today, and he did say some prohibited words from the Bible. So I think we'll be seeing him much sooner down on our the south side, if you will.
Wow. So Kevin, I'm guessing that was a name that was not originally given to you. You don't really look like Kevin, but I thank you for that very frightening news about the stadium, and I'm going to avoid you.
Back to you.
And now,
propaganda.
Yes. Goodbye, Kevin. Okay, so I now that I've gotten rid of Kevin, I can breathe again. That was a little scary. I do want to just check back in with Pavlova to see how she's doing, because I think, even though we're distant, I think I smell the fish and the pig.
Yeah. Wait, you can? Wait, you can? Because I just thought that nobody would be able to taste or smell this because I'm just...
It smells like a fig coated.
Oh my God! Are you being serious right now? Like you can actually?
Yeah, I can smell it. But it's still cooking, right? It's not.
No, it's not done. I'm going to keep going. I mean, maybe this is the recipe to get out. I mean, this is incredible that you can smell that this is, I mean, because at this point I have made a galette. I've made a galette. I kind of took the fig filling out of the pastry, and then I made it into a crust. And then I have now like smothered the fig filling over the fish. And I can't believe that you can smell that, because maybe that means I get to get out of here.
Oh, I can smell it. And I'm going to, hang tight, Pavlova. I'll be right back with you. Whew, all right. And now, Stormy. Stormy, I love our sunny days if we have them. So please tell me we're going to have some sunny days on the horizon.
Of course. Well, if you're over here in the West Coast, you can expect some sunny skies. Things will be really nice. In fact, all over this map, we're I'm sorry. It appears as though the map has changed a bit. It looks like there's going to be some storms. Actually, there's going to be some storms there and showers over in Arizona. And oh no, we're going to have showers all along here. And oh God, are we going to have a severe storm? Oh, good Lord. This is not going to be good for my blood pressure. Oh my goodness. And then what's coming down here? Is that a cold front? A cold front. It's going to mix with a hot front, and it's going to make a thunderstorm. Oh no. Think of all the cumulonimbus clouds coming together, forming a dark circle in the sky like the spawn of hell. Just, oh my goodness. Just thinking about the lightning, it's sending my heart racing. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Stormy, you're okay. You're okay. You're in a studio. You're in it. The bad weather is outside. You're okay. You're
what if it
about
comes
as
through the roof? What if the rain? It's gonna come through the roof. It's gonna get me. The rain wants to get me. It's mad. It's mad that I'm telling its secrets.
You know what? You know who's gonna get you first is Kevin. Anyway, we've lost Stormy, but that's really okay. I'm sure he's with Kevin. So let's just finish our show and check back in with Pavlova and what I thought would smell so much better now that it's baked. But
it does smell pretty terrible, but I can't tell you how much comfort it brings me that you can smell it, because I feel like maybe that means I'm not stuck in here. That would make me really excited, because so far,
yeah. Why don't I try to taste it? I mean, is it done?
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
we could get you out if you actually, I taste it.
You do?
I'd like to.
Oh, okay. Well, I think maybe you would have to come visit me at the box where I live, and then maybe we could figure out a way to kind of reverse Willy Wonka it out to you, with the particles. And I don't know, maybe we could figure out a way to get it to transmute from molecules out to you.
You know what, Pavlova, we're going to see about that. And okay. And so we're going to leave Pavlova TV for right now.
We're going to talk to Kevin about that.
Yes, go talk to Kevin and Stormy, and we're just I'm just gonna go read one of these books because I think I quit.
And scene. All right. Excellent job, guys. Okay, so I think we have time for maybe a couple of questions, Chad. So the next thing that we're going to do is a service that we like to offer here at Chaotic Good Improv. We like to give advice. Honestly, the best advice that I can offer you as a human is not to take any of our advice, please. It's probably not good advice, but we like to offer it anyway. So if you guys will send us your questions, let us know what are the burning issues on your mind right now. We would like to go ahead and have a chance to tackle those. And so we're gonna give you guys some advice just for free. Again, the best advice is not to listen to us at all because we don't know what we're doing. But
No, I don't know if you get this experience or not, but when you go and you're standing off screen, you're sitting there watching the screen, you're sitting there just waiting to come back on. Who knows?
Yeah. Perhaps I'll crash back in. Maybe I'll just step in. Who knows? Maybe I'll ride.
I would say if he says his name is Kevin and starts talking about wanting to spread deadly viruses to stadiums full of people, it's probably a good idea to start having some questions, to start asking some serious questions.
Okay, and for everyone in the chat who missed that because I didn't unmute myself somehow, yeah, we are giving good, bad, and worse advice, and that was good advice on how to tell if your boyfriend is the Antichrist, which was a question posed by RM Little. There we go. All right, so now that we have good advice from Katie on knowing that, we need bad advice for how to tell if your boyfriend is the Antichrist. Hold on. They're saying they still can't hear me? Okay, well, you should.
All right, so the question was, how do you know if your boyfriend is the Antichrist? Asked by RM Little in the chat. That was the good advice from Katie. So, Noah, you had the bad advice?
Yeah, just ask him. Just say, hey, pal, hey, Patrick, not to just throw out a random name. Hey, Patrick, are you the spawn of Satan, king of hell, the Antichrist? And he'll tell you.
They can hear me
All
now,
right.
so the worst advice to Patrick.
So the key, if you want to identify the Antichrist, obviously in any relationship, communication is the last thing you want to do. What I would do is take some holy water and just kind of spritz it on him. But if you really want to let him know if he's the Antichrist or not, if you really want to find out, boil the holy water first and then throw it on him.
Yes.
Problem solved.
Really great advice.
Yeah, back in the day, that's exactly how I dated. Okay, Micro Wizard asks, how do you convince your ex-wife to allow you to invest all your savings in cronuts, which is a delicious dish I have not had in a long time. Investing life savings in cronuts, we get advice on that from Patrick.
And the guy's
so
hands go up.
If you're investing in anything, what you want to identify is you want to show her the return on investment. You want to show her your investment strategies for in and out. And what is your break-even cost? And if everything goes wrong, those assets have to be worth something. What are you going to sell those for?
That is actually very solid. And if you're selling them in Disney World, I tell you, you're already guaranteed a return. We got bad advice from Elise.
Look, I mean, your money is your money and her money is her money. So I would just say, you know, if this is something you feel passionate about and you want to use your money to do it, then I think that you get to invest all your money. I mean, she can deal with whatever costs come up that are accrued by her, and, you know, you'll take care of yourself. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Just do your own thing.
Actually, a little bit of column A and B on that. True. Katie, with the worst advice.
Right. So even in just the last hour, some have called me a misogynist. And so I say, take all the money, don't ask anybody anything, just invest it in whatever you want, and, you know, let the chips or the cronuts fall where they may.
Yeah.
Indeed. We are pro cronut on this channel.
Cronut.
Pronut, if you will. Abby
Not
Joyce.
grown-ups.
Abby Joyce
Not
asks, good advice on, should I take my Christmas decorations down yet? We need good advice on this. Good advice on whether or not you should take your Christmas decorations down from Elise.
Well, I would say that technically, because it is after the Epiphany, it's after our 12 days of Christmas, that it is time to take the Christmas decorations down. Now, I'm not a person that says you have to take them down immediately after Christmas. I think you can get all the way through January. But I think our Epiphany was on January 6th, which is a date that will go down in history. And that maybe it's time to take them down now.
True, and with the bad advice, we'll turn to Melanie.
I would not let anyone force you into taking any decorations down too soon, because I find that the longer you leave it up, the more things start to habitate in the tree. A bat, perhaps a squirrel. You can find all kind of creatures, and you really, it's like living outdoors, but prettier.
That's why I never vacuum. All right, worst advice from Patrick.
All right, remember always the reason that we celebrate Christmas. All right, the Epiphany, January 6th, was such a great day for Christmas decorations. I recommend doing what I did, which is putting up Christmas decorations in the U.S. Capitol. Go in there, take out stuff that's not Christmas related, and put up lots of lights if things aren't you have lights available. Light things on fire in the U.S. Capitol. What I'm saying is just show your Christmas spirit.
And on that note,
like
I just want to remind everyone, please don't take our advice.
Don't take our advice. And
I'm sorry.
as
that was
a
too bad
representative
advice?
from
Okay, got you. Okay, yeah.
as a rep from the Department of Defense, I can tell you
Please don't do that.
we do not anticipate going anywhere near the Capitol.
Someone's going to be knocking on my door soon.
So,
They'll be on Chad's door because he's running the stream.
all right. Well, as I mentioned as we started that game, the best advice is not to listen to any of our advice. We have no idea what we're talking about. But we did have a good time tonight hanging out with each other and taking some of your suggestions and making stuff up. So thank you for being here and being a part of that. I would like to, Chad, do you have any suggestions for how to end the show? Do you have any announcements that you need to make? And then I'll go ahead and introduce our cast one more time before we head out.
As a suggestion for how to end the show, Walmart. Do with that what you will. But yes. But yeah, let's go ahead and thank everyone. First of all, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for watching us do our silly games and everything. We really do have a blast putting it on for you, and we do have the best audience in the world. So, with that being said, our audience who supported us tonight, very special thanks to Abby Joys for the bit cheers, an anonymous gifter who gave a gift sub to someone. That was amazing, actually. Our little comedy girly and Jana Fidgets, thank you so much for the bit cheers. Yeah, you guys, and yeah, basically, yeah, all of y'all help keep this show running, and we really do appreciate it. Be sure to spread the word, and be sure to get more folks on board. Yeah, well, thank you, and thank you to the Micro Wizard, who I believe the first time I've seen you, so we appreciate you being in the chat tonight. But the moment you've all been waiting for, I have been taking down your suggestions in the chat for a show title, and if you have anything last minute, go ahead and throw it in now, but I'm going to start reading from the top. Dr. Kindergarten, you're here because I'm not allowed to watch the nasty channels. Embody the Pizza Rat. We're in Texas, baby. Hashtag boss babe. The secret to any good wine is the cornbread pairing. Wine and scallions. Wine and Sharpies. And finally, such a sneeze.
I will say I like the wine and Sharpies one, but I also like the you're here because you're not allowed to watch the Dirty Channel. I also suggested that one, so
it might get some audience members who then go, "Oh man, it's a comedy show."
I think that wine and Sharpies actually really embodies the entire experience.
Wine and Sharpies.
Wine and Sharpies. I mean, that's a good night in Vegas if you know how to do it right. All right. So,
All right. Thank you guys for those suggestions. Is there anything else? I feel like I might have cut you off there, Chad, and I did not mean to do that.
No, that's it on my end. Take us home.
All right, awesome. So then, in that case, I want to go ahead and thank our cast, introduce you guys one more time. Thank you for being here. We had Melanie. Hey, Melanie. Noah.
Whoa.
Elise.
Thanks, guys.
And Patrick. And I am Katie, and I just want to thank you one more time for choosing to share your time with us here this evening. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great